Get live.
Wait, am I gonna be in trouble on working on
No,
this?
absolutely not. It's Friday, and we're here, and we're not on Twitch tonight. So
Yeah.
we're doing all the things because we're not on Twitch tonight. So let me explain the cornfield to anybody that doesn't know what it is, because we were just talking about it. I don't know if Bladen knows.
A field with corn in it?
So the cornfield is what April has influenced me to realizing when children are in the room. That's her term for, hey, look, don't talk about, phalluses or vajayjays when we're in the cornfield. So
children with corn, huh?
Exactly.
It's because there's so many ears around.
Right. And see, doesn't that make total sense? So many ears of corn because you're in the cornfield. It makes perfect sense to me.
Okay. Totally, so much sense.
It makes total sense to me. So anyway, so I've adopted it as well, and I'm quite fond of it for some unknown reason. It just makes so much sense to me. Like, it's a little thing that makes me happy, right? I'm like, haha, the baby's in the car. We're in the cornfield. What the fuck? Right? So whenever I see somebody's kid, I'm like, oh, the cornfield, fuck.
That's exactly what you follow it with.
Exactly. What's going on, Andrew?
The purpose.
This is how we get those parent-teacher conferences moved up.
Oh, it is. Andrew had books come in this week, so we're going to be sending Andrew books because he's going to have Ethereal in his digital shop.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. So we're real stoked about that. I think Shawnee is going to join us here in a minute as well.
Oh, yeah.
We're glad you're happy, dude. All right, so everybody needs to check these pieces out tonight, right? So normally April, she doesn't go ham as much unless, she has time. Look at this crazy shit she's got going on. Like, this is bananas.
Make it big.
Well, I mean, it's getting there. It's not. There's some. You're making me nervous. I'm gonna put it away.
It's gorgeous.
Shut up.
I cannot wait to throw color on this bitch and print it. This is like another level, dude. And I say that because look, we've worked together for almost 3 years now, you and I, and which is insane, and we've also traveled the country together. And it's Shawnee. I like to think that I've seen you grow as we grow as a company, as we grow as friends. I like to say that I've watched you grow, and this is by far way up there, dude. Like way up there.
Dude, April, that's really, really, really awesome.
I appreciate you saying so, but here's the thing:
we're at the cusp of October.
Right.
Once a year, I have to purge the naughty. We're at that point. Once we purge it from my system, I revert back to the mild, meek-mannered, blah blah blah. Yes, ma'am. Right? Yeah. Okay. Like we go back to
who are you trying to convince, April? Yourself or us?
No, I just I don't draw like this all the time. We're just
it's not even the content because I understand that the Halloween stuff is coming up, and I also understand this is for Where They Dwell, and that book is it just goes hand in hand with Halloween so well. But what I'm saying is, it's just I feel like your mastery of lines is being shown in a way that we don't often get to see.
Oh, it's because I've done 230 sketch cards. I finally get off of sketch cards for a minute.
Right on.
And anytime that you've been doing the grind and you finally get to be set free for a second, you notice that, you have a little prance in your step and a little, so here's what you need to do is you need to make me more miserable more of the time. There we go. That's the
ticket. Because that sounds like a pleasant thing.
Grows, so there you go.
What?
That's what Nietzsche says. You can only grow great through suffering.
Yes. So I've suffered this summer.
Yeah. I think we're all
She's a mofo,
right. It's been so hot, so miserable. I just want to color without my hands.
Every time I walk by somebody, I realize they've got swamp ass.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you can't smell me. Super fun.
Gross.
Yeah, you're welcome. All that extra time out in pickup line.
Man, look. I've learned that my seats are cool too.
What? Shut up.
No, I'm dead serious.
No. What?
Yes, I'm bougie as fuck. They cool too.
Oh, that's it. I quit. That's it.
I know. There's only thing better than the butt warming seats are the air conditioned seats.
Oh God. I just can't even right now.
I couldn't either. I was real hot in the car with the windows down, the AC blasting, and then I was like, "Oh, there's another button under that one."
What is this button?
Whoa. You said the windows were down and the AC was on?
And it was hot as all get out today.
Well, it's because the windows were... Oh, my God.
No. You don't understand. I was driving. Windows down.
What do? Turn the air conditioner on and leave all the doors open, so the outside air can come in?
Don't judge me.
I totally judgy all of a sudden.
You can't see her, but there's side eye going on. Judgy side eye.
Yes, there is tons of side eyes. And
this morning it was cold though. It was like 58. It was hot today, cold in the morning. Interesting day, to say the least.
So your windows were open by accident and you forgot about it while you were trying to turn the air conditioner?
Totally what it was. That is exactly what happened. I cannot believe I did something so silly. I lock those windows so the children don't mess around with them, and that's probably exactly what happened. I just forgot.
Hey, mister, stop eating my fucking pillow. Stop it.
Yeah, that too. So I have...
There's something you don't hear over StreamYard every day.
You look over and he's all Turner and hooching the stupid pillow, literally like a pit bull, grab it and shaking it from side to side like he's trying to rip the feathers out. I'm like, that's not nice. I don't have much, but I like my pillows. That dog's evil.
Oh no.
It's because he's so...
Teddy Ruxpin is the sweetest thing on the internet. Don't make fun of him, okay?
I'm not making fun. I'm just saying that he he is like that little guinea pig from Bolt. I am awesome! And he's just so little and just squeaky, squeaky, squeak, squeak, squeak. Yeah. He is that. He's just so full of himself.
Right on. Well, I have some interesting things to talk about tonight.
Oh, excellent.
And it's Dino Morgan. We like that guy.
I like the name.
We like that guy. So anyway, we have a couple cool things to talk about. First off, all the If It Hops stuff is here.
All of it?
All of it with the exception of the implants. The implants are not
there.
There
it is. I knew there was a butt.
There is a butt.
There's always a butt.
It's not a butt.
It was one T, but not two.
Yes.
Unless
it's always
a
full butt.
Cooling element in the car.
Yeah, exactly. So we're waiting on boob implants to get here. We're waiting on the boob implants. We actually had 8 of them ordered this time, ranging from A to G. So interesting, not butt implants. Mm-hmm. Yes, not butt implants, boob implants for the pillows.
We're growing business.
That is correct, Andrew Wilson.
We'll get there, Andrew.
Yes, we will get to butt implants eventually. How's it going, Mike?
Get some calf implants and you can build your own bunny.
One of these days we'll have to build your own bunny. Get out of here. That'll be amazing.
Instead of build a bear, it'll be build a bunny.
That's it.
Oh my god.
She is ready to be built. And then we'll have a My Metal Girl competition one of these days.
Oh Lord.
So and we'll let people enter their own concept designs for My Metal Girls. And the best one we'll use for part of the book. We'll do something fun with it.
That is cool and extremely scary all at the same time.
Absolutely. No itty bitty titty committee. We did do a couple of A's, ABs. We didn't do many, but we did a couple. Most were between a D and a G that people purchased. So, take that.
If you're gonna go that route, you want the full experience.
I'm gonna say this: when you get one of these G's in your hand, it is almost the size of my fucking head. I'm just being real with you. Don't expect this little teeny box when you get. It's going to be a big ass box that I ship you. Big ass box that I ship you.
You couldn't say cantaloupe or a basketball. You had to go with your head. Like they're physically going to come by and face palm you to be like, oh yeah, he's right. Like I'm
real
sorry.
Sure the fuck should, because we're the only ones out there putting out fake boobs and pillows for folks right now in comic books. So I'll take that win. Anyway, so that's the only thing we're waiting on for If It Hops. We do have, man, get out of here with that nonsense. You cannot say anything fucking live without people remembering it, April. Anything you will catch me on.
Wait, what? What did I do?
No, in the comments. It's
Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
Anyway, so my point is, there's a lot of things that we've got going on right now. The If It Hop stuff's coming in. Yesterday, the Underland books came in, the first round of books.
How do they look?
Thanks, James. I appreciate it. Everybody, meet James Barron. I absolutely love that man. I don't get to see him very often anymore.
James, good one.
I worked for him for a long time. He's a good person. We wish him well whenever we see him. So he taught me a lot. He's a good motherfucker. I like that guy. So yes, and April gets blamed for everything.
I'm usually the cause of a lot of it.
That's fair. But Underland books came in. They are gorgeous. They are absolutely gorgeous. The only issue.
How'd the advertisement look?
It looks great.
Yeah.
Vic. I don't bitch about that one. I get that one a lot too. It was funny. Vic Moya, guys. Vic is an ethereal cover artist. We absolutely love him to pieces. He's great people. And he slays everything he does. But it's funny because a lot of people come to us. When I first started doing this, I was told that the comments would be Dustin, this or that about shape and size of characters. I knew they would come. You know what I mean? I knew the conversations would happen, and it doesn't bother me at all. I think it's fun. Oh, right on. Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you had a good time. But the only real issues come when people are like, we want them smaller. I've only heard it like twice. And it's funny because you can't tell if they're joking or not. You know what I mean? It's never been like a conversation that I've had on the phone or in person. It's normally a message like, hey, can you do somebody with smaller ones? Yeah, I guess. I don't think we ever go into like the overly large. Like, I really don't think we do. Like yeah, like we don't do like, I love Axbone. But we don't do like an Axbone overly large, like should tip the body over or anything like that, or even like a comically large. I don't think we do that. I don't think Penny is not comically large. She just happens to have large breasts and is a comic book character. That is all that Penny is. I think Penny is very natural looking to me. So and fucking Devin can do no wrong in my book.
Oh God, no! I'm just saying that, like, I not that you could pair them down with like Lady Death or whatever, but I'm just like, dude, it's like, there's a hat tip in there going, yeah, all right.
That's right.
Like that would be a contest. I'd be all right with judging.
Right? Like, who doesn't want a hug from that? Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
That's just like the sweetest love ever.
Giggles.
So, speaking of sweetest love ever, Anyway, you're sidetracking me to titty talk. There's this,
but it's so easy.
Underland. Yeah, they can. That's true, Mike. They can get there. I mean, they can get there. But we're on like 15 different IPs right now, man. There's a bunch of different characters that have a bunch of different sizes, and I like to think that we've hit the niche for just about everybody. Yeah, Vic, for sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
But we also like to represent the thick in general. Look at the Hatter. She's a big bottom girl, man, and we're about it. Exactly. Absolutely.
That's right, Carrie.
I don't know anything about Z cups. I don't know nothing about those. I think we'd have to help somebody if they were rocking Z cups. Anyway,
I think you'd be right there with a chair and like a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me way too much of that South Park episode where Randy's like toting nuts back around. That's just too much. We don't want any of that. Speaking,
you don't want her crushing watermelons with it.
No, man, no, because you can't. You
Gallagher it up.
That you're like jumping around like a pectoral muscle. Even if you've got those as a chick, you're not jumping those bad boys. I got news for you. So
I kind of feel like that should be in the.
That's right. We celebrate all shapes, all sizes. We absolutely love it. Before I get on the topic of sizes of something else, we're going to talk about some other things real quick. Anyway, so Underland is here. Looks great. Absolutely stunning. Love it to pieces. We'll do QC on that as soon as we're done with If It Hops and we have all If It Hops out. So then Mr. Dino the Dino is doing an action figure of Agent C, and he started that in earnest today, so we're very, very excited to see that. He also did an amazing sketch that he showed me of the character that I think he's going to take with him next month to SpawnCon to have Mr. Bladen Hunter take a peek at. And for those of you that are that may be newer to Ethereal, Bladen and I, with David Acampo, designed C from her, little toe beans all the way up to the tip of her ears. So I hope you guys really get to hang out and get to see him a little bit. I know that Bladen is taking Renee with him to this show next month. And
well, that's cool.
Yeah. So you guys will be able to, if you're going to SpawnCon, you'll be able to meet them and, get some books signed. I know that Bladen and another team member of ours, Dan Kemp, are doing an incredible 11x17 for that show. So I can't wait to see it. I have seen the line work and the inks, and they are stunning. They are absolutely stunning. If you've ever wanted to see as Spawn, next month's definitely the time to check it out. And that is the weekend of Halloween, so it should be an even cooler show for anybody that's into things like that. You should have a lot of fun. I'm sure they'll be trick-or-treating and shit. So, get down with that. Make sure you guys go visit them. You working on Maya? Oh, love that.
Awesome.
She's fantastic. It's very interesting how evolution occurs with a character, and we talk about it a lot, but I think it's very relevant with us because we do continuing stories. All of our books continue, and you get to see this, our main characters a lot. So like the more that they're drawn, I believe the artists do better at. Like I know Vic is real big in some frog legs. I know he's clean.
Hell yeah.
And he's slaying Celine. She looks gorgeous every time he puts her on paper. So
yep.
I am not going to be there, sadly. I will not be in Colorado.
That's how Colorado, Denver will handle Dustin's absence because
that's it.
Because he won't be there.
I will not be there. But like I said, Bladen will be there, Renee will be there, and so will Dan at a minimum. So there may be other folks that I just don't even know that are going to be there that are from our team. So, make sure you guys go. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's a comic show though, guys, and not to knock anybody else's shows or say anything about them, because we appreciate all the shows in the country that are going on and out of the country to be frank. But it's a comic show. You guys are going and you're going to get comics. You're going to see comic celebrities versus movie stars and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun and a nice pace breaker for a lot of folks that are trying to get in and get comics and get comic signatures and stuff. On to the next topic of stuff I've got.
Dustin has an agenda.
Oh, man. Well, it's not a very long one.
Good that we might actually get through it throughout this actual live stream, because we always go off on tangents. So
we do. We tangent a lot.
I can't wait to completely monkey wrench it.
Yeah, well, I've been feeling like shit the past couple days, so I'm trying to get what I got to get in right now.
Okay.
So
all right.
anyway,
so next piece, Dustin, go for it. Sorry.
Yes, we're so good. I know there's a booby under that paper. It's amazing. So anyway, I blew your thing up.
I'm just using it to.
I was told today. I was told a couple of things in the past couple of days that I'd like to throw out there tonight. I was told today that we need to do more Ricky covers, and to be fair, more Ricky in the Buff covers is what I was told today. And we have talked about that, guys. Just so you're aware, it doesn't go unheard. We've talked about it numerous times. And Naked Ricky does well. I mean, he does well. We did release the Lizard variant, and I think we sold every one of them but 5 of that limited run of covers that we did. And it was interesting to me because I don't think I was prepared for that cover to do as well as it did. The art's great. It's great art. Yeah. There's no getting around the art. It's great. I was just very nervous putting about a big red phallus on a cover. But apparently it is not gone unseen, and it is another cover with just Ricky has been requested for the next issue. So I think we can handle that. I think April's talked about it numerous times herself and has wanted to work on something like that. So
I'm just waiting to be voluntold.
So she'll probably be able to handle that if that's the case. And man, look, it's been so many people that have asked. It's not like it's been a one-person thing, and since we started this, we've always said that we were writing comic books and doing work for everyone. It's never been a certain demographic that we were working for or working toward or supporting. Trust me, I had no idea that the furry community was what it is and would latch on to If It Hops and BGD. And I'm very, very grateful to them. You know what I mean? They were so very welcoming when we started they're still welcoming, but they were so very welcoming when we first started putting out books. And Bladen and I were literally, it was just, man, at the beginning it was me, Bladen, and David Ocampo is basically what it was. And it was a very welcoming presence that they gave to us. Fight the stiff competition. Yeah. So exactly. I don't know if we're gonna do one of those, but it's whatever.
What?
Competition.
The what?
Never. I'm not gonna let you pull me into this conversation. I hear you.
I'll pull you into what conversation?
Anyway, so my point is, there's been a lot of people that have been asking about Ricky, so we're definitely gonna do some more Ricky covers. The next issue is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I know that the guys are almost done with the issue that's out now. I think it's just got to go to lettering.
I got the bonus pages done, so it's pretty much my part is to the dones. So
I love it. Yeah, so we'll be moving into the next issue before long. So I'm sure we can put a Ricky cover on there. I don't think that's a problem at all. And if anybody's got a problem with it, I'm real sorry. You don't have to snag it. It'll be good though. I'm sure.
There we go. So that's if anybody complains, says something that is like, look, then don't do that.
BGD.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Good times.
Yep.
Did you get the other one inked too? The other page?
Yeah, but you can't see it.
Okay, right on. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see it. I don't know if April knows, but her screen went out.
No, my alarm went off.
Oh, right on. So on the next topic of shenanigans, a lot of people are asking about the Halloween books. They are coming. Everybody is working their asses off on these Halloween issues. We are doing everything in our power to get the pre-orders up for those. But right now, it makes more sense to push as many books out as we can that we've received than jumping headlong into something else right this second. I literally just don't have the time to do what I would normally do with a campaign and everything else with 1,700 books sitting in my office that need to go out.
Just a few.
Yeah, it's a lot, and it's great. It's great. We love it a lot. Don't mistake me. But we're trying.
No issues with delivery this time, right?
No. We had a couple of foils that had some scratches in them, but they were immediately the new books are on their way here. Yeah. Absolutely great, man. That's it's been incredible. That's what I'm. It's been. Our printers are amazing, and like they said they'd put us in as fast as we could get. They could get us in, and we've been getting the books left and right. Like we just put out BGD 3 not 2 months ago. Then we put out Fallen Leaves right after that. Now we're putting out If It Hops 2. Like I said, I got the first orders from Underland in already. And by the end, I want to say the second week of November, we should have the Christmas books in. So don't quote me on that, but that's what it's looking like. So, and then we'll have those out as soon as possible.
I think you're pretty. I mean, I don't want to say you are exactly, but you're pretty close to having the backlog pretty much done.
Yeah,
it's the normal thing of getting them in, and like you said, now you have 1,700 books in your house.
Yeah.
So that's where you are, but that's closer to where you wanted to be.
For sure. The goal was always to have 2 books released a month, and at least a book printed and shipped a month. That was always the goal. And we're to the point where we can do the 2-book production a month. We're there. We've met that goal. And when it comes to printing, well, we were there too, but we were there. We're not going to get into that. Right. So, but now we're back to that point. You know what I mean? We're literally shipping. I hit the mailbox, or not the mailbox, but I hit USPS probably twice a week right now. Okay. And that's going to slow down here for just a little bit because I don't want to ship these books out without going through them. I really don't.
And this is not a complaint or a dig, because quality control is important, but you're it. You are. So yeah. So that's
it's so important for us to give you guys the best products that we can actually give you. And if you purchase from Ethereal, you know how important that is to me. The paper stock, the covers, everything in it, the fact that we don't put ads in our books, so many things are very, very special to us about how we get them and we send them out. I don't want to send you a book that I wouldn't want. You know what I mean? Like, I used to get so mad. You'd be like, oh, we got a new Marvel issue, da-da-da-da-da-da. And it was like, I've owned a shop. I'll say all the things, you know what I mean? I'll throw the dirt out there. I don't like newspaper printing. I don't think that's okay for a comic book. And I think that it's been something the industry has embraced because it's cheaper. I'm not a fan. I'm also not a fan of printing outside the country. I don't, just because you're saving, 45 cents or whatever, it doesn't matter. Carrot Juice would be a good sponsor. I agree. When it comes to the Christmas books, why will we reveal why Rudolph is the head deer? Ooh, I don't have any specials about Rudolph getting head, if that's what you mean. But there, the Christmas special is a lot of fun. We are learning though, and you have to remember that was, we're a lot further along now than we were when we first put out that Christmas issue for pre-orders, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. But if there are, I always fix them. There's never a moment when I won't break my back to make sure they get fixed. But so the Christmas book, they do write themselves for sure.
At least Andrew's do. Andrew's jokes write themselves. Everybody else.
Yeah. Or I get in a harangue and I just run off the fucking mouth. No, but
so the printer schedule's good. Christmas book is coming.
Yeah, this Christmas issue though is very, very different than our new Halloween, our new specials. So the Christmas book last year was 6 pages of story and pinups. It was our first pinup book, and you guys will get it, and it'll be a lot of fun. But the difference is with what we're doing right now, we've learned because it's like I got in a zone and I wanted to write something different and something absolutely just off the fucking wall. So
which surprises nobody.
Yeah, right, for sure. So but the cool thing is though, when you look at it, you have all these characters from all these different IPs in one place, and I was like, how could we not do something that was just absolutely cool with it, And so it is canon with the Christmas special. So all these things tie together, but it is 24 pages each issue. It is 3 issues, and they are not pinup books. They are full story books. I'm very, very happy with them. So and another cool thing about them is you've got Blade and Hunter doing all the artwork for the first issue. Then you've got Donnie doing all the artwork for an issue, and then you've got Brian Oscara doing all the artwork for the other issue. So you have 3 different artists giving their different takes on all these different characters, though. Like, it's not like they got to do a one-off of one of our books or anything. This is all the different characters, that are getting in, and they're getting to show you different designs and looks, and not Wahlberg. I'm not going to say Donnie's name live because I don't want to mess it up, and I like it. So if April or Bladen want to...
Nope. No idea.
Nope, never mind.
So Donnie is incredible, though. His line work's absolutely beautiful. He's also currently working on There Be Shadows. And I think he's on almost on page 10 right now for that book. So we're super thrilled with that. And then for those of you that don't know, that are the listener fans, Mitch Massey has taken over interior art for the listener. We're excited about it, not excited about how we had to go about, putting him in there. But he's excited to be in there, so we love that. Same thing with JT Malloy. JT Malloy has picked up Greed. JT. So we're real pumped about that. We love JT. Another thing that I wanted to talk about tonight, because I was asked, was about These Neon Streets. I get asked a lot about These Neon Streets.
There's a reason for that.
And I'm excited about These Neon Streets. And for those of you that don't know what it is it's a compendium of short stories in the world of BGD, from a ton of different writers, a ton of different artists. And it's going to be great, but it is the single largest project we've ever undertaken. And I'm going to say this, and April's going to laugh at me, but Bladen knows what I'm talking about. We started this project in the dark ages, before the times of April. So it was a project that just got bigger and bigger and bigger. So right now, I think there's 80 pages of book to put out for that right now. So we haven't even got into covers and shit for it yet, but there's so many pages. And
so now it has to find a way into April's give a damn window.
It will eventually.
I mean, it's kind of there, but it again,
it's still
hugs I have a complicated relationship with that book.
Yeah. Well, that's because she's got her own story in that book.
I got 7 out of 12 done. Like,
See? But that's
work is hard, especially when you're getting other work and making amazing covers like she's writing now.
Exactly.
They're gonna get to like page 8 and be like, "The fuck happened here?" Lucky there was like a year's worth of growth.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens, right? You go back and you look at it and you're like, "Oh man, I'm a lot better now than I was then." Dude, that's gorgeous.
So tons of wardrobe malfunctions just to like tie it all together. They won't even notice. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It's totally fine.
I'm not a stickler for a lot of things. One thing that I am a stickler for is nope, we only do whole ass. One thing that I'm a stickler for though is indentation in things. Oh my god, she's terrible. I'm just gonna let her go.
Well, I know what you're talking about, and it still made me giggle too. So,
They're horrid.
I'm sorry.
There's some kind of bad joke about me that goes around. Like I get the ass end of these jokes. Like I'm generally the punchline to my own team's humor.
The indentation in the ass itself.
I love how you can use it for
I am the crack of my own team's ass. All right, that's how this works.
Yeah.
You're the twist mark.
Yeah. Right. Jesus. Somebody's got to make sure y'all stay behaving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
HR doesn't do it, so somebody's got to make sure you guys behave.
It is supposed to put those away.
But anyway, so there's a lot going on with that book right now. The majority of the artwork is done. I think the only one that needs artwork left is Rodney Fikes. Fikes needs artwork, and we'll get to that. And I was also asked about Mr. Wickline's story. Mr. Wickline's story is scheduled for next year. That is not a this year thing. That is not in the Give a Damn window this year. We've also got some other stories coming up. I've got a couple other writers that want to come on that I'm talking to right now. We're doing some imprinting this year coming up. But I think this quarter is big for us because we're learning a lot right now as we do these things. We're pushing into a bunch of different products. We're pushing into a bunch of different stories. We're catching up with stories.
Tell you what.
Do what now?
We're going to move into some other mediums too.
Oh, I cannot hear you, bro.
We're moving to some other mediums too.
Yes. We're moving into other mediums. Like I said, we've got the action figures coming up, which is great. I'm so excited about that. We've got the collectible cards that we've been working on every campaign. And next year, those will be in blister packs. There'll be more art, and they'll also be in blister packs. So I'm really excited about
cool.
those.
Yeah.
I've been asked a lot over the past year. So we're finally going to dive into that. But right now, it's important that we get a lot of this other stuff done. We are finding that people are into we can happily go for, because the prices that we do, people are okay with the 2 books a month. We're finding that the backers are generally like, yeah, we can do 30 a month, or whatever, 1 book, or if you want to read it, $15 is $15. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't feel like we're finding that there's no like pushback from that. A lot from what I gathered. No, I don't know how many that he's putting in there, but it should be cool. I'm excited. I know that I always thought it was really cool that Tom put out a action figure. I think they're almost out, right?
Yeah, they are. Apparently I think they finally made it to the port, and I think they're in
so
customs right now are going through that. So, but yeah, soon he's hoping.
Yeah.
In a month or so, they should be able to be delivered to him to be shipped out. So.
Love it. I've always been one of those people though that is very thankful for the people that came before me, that have been doing this for a lot longer than me. As old as as older, the older I get, right? I don't want to say people are old. I'm not trying to go there. But the older I get, the more that I realize the people that have been there before me have not only been there for a little while, they've been there for a really long time for the most part. So I just always think it's so cool when I see, you know, the little things like, you know, Dan Wickline coming over, you know, Everett Hartso I've talked to about writing for Ethereal. And dude, he's a beast too. So
he is. Well, one of my favorite sayings is like, you know, learn from the mistakes of others because you won't live long enough to make them all yourself. So
absolutely, for sure. But like, if you're a fan of Razor, you know, Everett, you know, created Razor. You know what I mean? There's some really cool stuff out there. And we're growing. And the more we grow, the bigger the team's getting, the better the art's getting, the better the stories are getting. You know, I had a individual tell me the other day that they would have rather seen an Agent C movie or If It Hops movie than Zootopia. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, damn, that made me feel pretty cool. You know what I mean? I'd have, you know, I would pay to see an If It Hops movie. But one thing that we've been working on in the background for a little bit, not very long, because, you know, we don't want to put a lot of resources into it right this second because we've got so much going on, you know, but we've been working on, you know, other little things that you guys will start seeing that are, like Bladen mentioned, moving us into other mediums, you know. So I'm really, really excited about that. We'll have some news on all these different things as we go forward, along with my new hatred of the government right this second. So I didn't hate the government before until they decided they want to put a fucking dump on my goddamn mountain.
Well, you weren't a huge fan, but no animosity, and then this happened, and now it's like all bets are off. That's it.
Yeah. Now I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So,
does that mean that we can start calling it Shit Mountain?
Don't.
Oh, okay. I just
don't. I'll cry. I fucking will. Because look, so we used
April,
to
please don't make Dustin cry.
We used to work on like
not any more than I already do.
Right. So we used to have we used to be in charge of like wastewater treatment plants and stuff like that. And I know what that is like, and I don't want that like butted up against my fucking neighborhood. You know, 20 acres of it, dude, that's too much, you know, and we already know what it's going to do to the value of homes and stuff. And there's already 2/3 of the signatures done on it. So, or 1/3 of the signatures, sorry, not 2, but 1/3. You need 3 and they've got 1 fucking already. So I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, waste from the dump mutating some story in your future. Yeah, you know, we have a couple cool stories that we've got going on that you guys haven't seen yet, and some cool ideas. So don't give me anything else. I don't even have the energy for anything else right now. No, but we're working on, you know, There Be Shadows. We're working on Where They Dwell, and you guys haven't seen Where They Dwell yet. You've seen some covers. You've seen a page, I think we've shown you. But that book's going to be gorgeous. And that's actually a cover that April is working on for that book right now. So it's going to be absolutely gorgeous.
April and her amazing line work.
Oh my God. Y'all don't get to see it because you get to see a lot of the fucking like cards and stuff she does that she just does. You don't get to see the shit that she has time for and passionate about very often, except for Halloween now. She does get her, you know, and Mermaid. She does her mermaid stuff, you know, and Junicorn. And you guys get the best of April at those time periods with her art, and I love it. Like I wait for it. You know?
My mermaid piece is amazing.
Yes,
I love it.
I'm
so excited for Junicorn. So
you got a good one last year, didn't you? You got a good one last year, didn't you, Shawnee? I think you got a good one last year from April, if I'm not mistaken.
I think she's probably got the most robust amount of my original art. And
well, she got the first like If It Hops like.
Oh,
piece.
Nice.
Yeah. I got the Kincaid.
Yeah, well, she also got April's piece that she did.
And
live.
I got April's piece.
Yeah. Ugh, I was jealous.
Mm-hmm.
That one. The fun one. I love the
giraffe neck all bending forward. Yeah, super cool. But that's I'm working.
I have quite the. I have a. My April collection is growing.
For sure. So we are doing. Well, you got a book out of my personal collection the other day, so I'm a little jelly of you right now. But there's
They're beautiful. Thank you,
dude. They are absolutely stunning. They came out really, really good. I'm not going to tease anybody with his artwork right this second, but they are. Oh, dude, no. There's a ton of shit going on right now. All kinds of positive energy.
And as positive, just want to get it in there. Excellent work on the website. It looks great.
Thank you.
And everything else. I just wanted to put that out there. So
I appreciate it. It is the first one I've ever built. It still needs some tweaks to it, but I'm proud of what I've accomplished with it.
It's grown. It's good, robust. There's the content is there. It's easy to use, so very nice.
I like to think it's easy to use. The next thing I want to do to it is I want to put a search by artist. Like, that would be awesome. I don't know how to do that yet. I know that I can do you have the ability to search by title right now. But I don't know how to do by artist, so I'm just gonna see if I can't. I know there's got to be a widget or something that I can fool with to get it to do that. But
a future update, that'll be nice.
Yeah. No, there's.
I just wanted to say I noticed and I wanted to compliment.
I appreciate that. Thank you so very much. I am booked solid till February. So I am right now I'm writing Frog Legs issue 2. That book is the first issue is almost completely done. I think we've got Mr. Farmer just needs to finish up his end. I think Elberty just finished his additional pages. So that'll be cool. We'll get that out shortly. Like I said, BGD 4 is pretty much done, which means trade paperbacks and stuff. I love that. I'm so excited about trade paperbacks. Again,
Sorry, I was just going to. You were talking about, we're doing Ricky covers, maybe more.
Yeah.
People are requesting more Ricky, but I thought, wasn't there a rumor T-shirts and maybe Ricky on a T-shirt?
There are T-shirts. April has the designs. She's going to color them.
Oh wait, what? I had the one that I got done.
I didn't even see the one. So there's 2.
Well, if you don't mind writing down where that is and sending me the link. I mean, I have a little bit of time. I'm sorry, I got the one done. I didn't realize that there was a second.
Oh no, you're good. I think they're in. Hold on, let me find the link and I'll shoot it to you.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry, Jesus H. Batman. You're fine. Yeah, but there's a T-shirt.
I'm glad I brought it up.
Yeah, me too.
I think that'd be really cool. I know that we're gonna do the hashtag Team Ethereal on the back of them, across the shoulders on the back of them. And they're gonna be really good. The last ones that Bladen had done were really nice. So I think that's the route we'll probably take. I think Shawnee got one of those.
I was gonna say my one from Vegas. And I love it.
So I think that we'll continue doing them like that, and then, like I said, guys, make sure if you can, and you're going to SpawnCon. I know that everybody's pumped about the big Spawn names are going to be there. Like I said, Dino may tell me I'm wrong. He could probably elaborate more, but I know I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be there with the exception of McFarlane. Just about. It's a pretty big deal. So. Make sure you guys go see, Bladen, and make sure you go see, Renee, because
go show them some love. Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, go hang out with them, grab some original artwork. I know that Bladen has one object that I think that he needs to price a little bit higher than what he normally places things. I don't tell him this very often, but I think there's one object.
Calling you out, Bladen.
We give people the best deals on fucking everything we do.
Dude, if people just want to make off with all kinds of stuff, they will just have to talk to me and just trick me.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually interact and communicate with you? No.
So there's only one page from Babes Born Dinosaurs issue 1 that's physical. There's only one.
Oh, that's If It Hops. There's only one page for
If It Hops. Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
I was trying to be a digital artist for a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, I hate this. So yeah, back to the pens and all that.
Well, there you go. So he does have that one particular page. That's pretty big deal in my opinion in the history of Ethereal. The only physical page from If It Hops, until you get to like book 2 and book 3. So I definitely would swing by and check that out if you're an If It Hops fan. At least look at it. I mean, I'd love to see it in person. You know what I mean? That's just certain pieces of art are going to be historical to certain brands and stuff. That's definitely going to be something, I think.
Like, I'm really excited about my pencils that are coming eventually sometime soon that I got.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Right on. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got a gorgeous one, too.
I'm very, very excited.
Yes. Well, I love that piece. So good on you. That couldn't have gone to a better place. I'm very happy with that. But there's things like, I think If It Hops is going to I think If It Hops, the actual story is going to outlast all of us, to be honest with you. So I'm pretty excited about that.
JT.
Yeah, I can't see. All I see is
meow.
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 But no, my goal has always been to make a long-lasting brand, not just for myself or anything like that, but for my kids, for the team members, for the friends. I want, like, when you look at comic books right now, if you weren't a comic book fan, like, we have a bunch of new fans, right? Exactly, JT, for sure. It's interesting now, right? The world we live in comic books, because like we get new fans every day, but we get fans that were not comic book fans before. So I like the idea of being able to make a brand like ours where people can grow with it and enjoy the stories and enjoy the characters like you could your Silver Age books and your Golden Age books. It's a really cool thing for us to be able to give people characters that they can get behind and be like, man, I didn't have to read 195 books to figure out what's going on. I can actually get in and understand, and I can grow with these characters and see what they're going through. And I'm going to say this, and I mean it with all my heart. I don't fucking play around with the Comics Code of Authority at all. So you guys are guaranteed to get the wildest shit that I can possibly give you. So I appreciate that. Yeah.
But in a good way. We've noticed in a good way.
I love the idea of it being a renaissance. I love the idea of us coming in and like, I had somebody tell me the other day, they were like, they're really glad we don't pull punches, and I think it would be a disservice to you if we did. Like, it would be an absolute disservice. You may not even realize it, but it would still be a disservice, because the stories that we come up with and the stories that we put out are meant to be put out away in a certain vibe. I don't give a shit that people think I'm psychotic. I don't fucking care. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
I don't think you should say that anymore. That was one person, and that wasn't very nice of them to ask.
No, it wasn't. So
they don't count.
I agree with you. I don't think I am. I don't think any self-published indies are about the Comics Code, which is a good thing. No, I absolutely agree. Look at JT trying to jump in here. JT does have Sapphire Spectre out. Go check it out, guys. It's a great book.
Number 5.
Yep, number 5. JT is also an incredible human being and member of our team. We love him a lot. So check him out. He's a Bunny fan. Funny enough, back in the day when we first started, well, I think we were on issue 2, right? We were on issue 2. JT did a cover for Babe Born Dinosaurs.
Yes, he did.
And it was super, super fun. And I will tease him to the end of days because I love him to pieces. He did Serenity with like black hair. And I, being me at the time, back in the dark ages before April, was just excited to be working with JT, and we don't tell him that very often. But I was just excited to be working with him in general because I was a fan. I thought his artwork was absolutely stunning. I still think it's absolutely stunning. But it was one of those moments where I was just like, holy shit, look how cool this looks. You know, now we actually pay attention to those things because we're not.
You got it to sneak by, JT. Go.
Yeah, you know, it's funny how those things, you know, sneak by. Like, the only thing that I was super, super, super anal about when we first started was dialogue, right? Dialogue was such a big deal. I never wanted to misspell anything. You know, that was a huge deal to me because whenever I see a book with a misspelling, I'm like, that's ass. You know, you can miscolor something, but if you misspell a word in a goddamn published book, don't publish anymore. That's all how I feel about that. I'm real sorry, but that's just, as a writer, it's my biggest pet
I think that's a righteous thing to be a little anal about. So.
Yeah, I don't like that. You know what I mean? I can go with a color issue. I can even go with like a dick on the forehead or a fucked up hand or something like that. But you know, I can't deal with misspelling. You know, it would really trash me for a little bit. I wouldn't be able to handle it. The embarrassment would be what really fucking got me. Yeah. Like, I'd be like, oh my fuck, I can't even. You have done that. Someone has fucked my shit up. I didn't do that. Somebody tampered with the file. Fuck you. That wasn't me. No.
Gremlins.
Yes. It's the gremlins.
Gnomes.
Mogwai.
The gnomes.
The gnomes. The keyboard gnomes. Fuck them. That and the underwear thieves. Bastards. Jesus. So, I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. That harangue.
So you were talking though about just how it's a lot of the original fans. Some of your new fans were coming out, and they weren't even comic book fans. They came in,
yes,
and they were very But I thought that was interesting because I heard that some folks they love that graphic novels and comics are really great for those. Like, Dustin, you and I both we're actually big readers of books.
Yeah, absolutely big readers.
Not everybody has the wherewithal or the interest in that. So comics and graphic novels are an amazing way to bring them into a story and read it, but has that visual element that they love. And so I've heard a lot of people I know, it's like they're not big into the books. Reading a whole book for them is daunting, but you give them a book and they're like, this is amazing. I get a story and I get art.
Absolutely. I love that. Bladen, that is fucking incredible.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Ryoshi?
It will be, yeah.
Right on.
I drew it like 20 minutes ago.
Love it
the whole time.
Yeah. Absolutely badass. No, I ethereal is important in a lot of different ways for a lot of different people, not just myself. I'll never fucking toot my own horn like that. But it's important because when you look at is that Nate? It is Nate. So when you look at when you pick up an ethereal book, though, when you're going through it, like I've always said, you should be able to read an ethereal book even if you can't read. You should be able to understand what's going on by the content of the pages and your panels and stuff like that. I was never a fan. Like, I love Claremont, right? I love Claremont. I love McFarlane. But I don't like goddamn 1,500 words on a single page. It's not for me, unless it's a novel. If it's a novel, let's get it. But when it's a comic book, I want you to enjoy it. What is all the hands going on over there? Bladen, what do you got going on?
I don't know. He's muted. Yeah.
No, it's the farm. Don't show your face.
Oh gosh. Y'all are so silly. No, there's just something about a comic book where I want you to be able to enjoy the story, but enjoy the art as well. Like, I think that we have a very nice balance of what we show people. You know, you have a good amount of storytelling, but you also have incredible artwork. Jesus, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That is
Sweet
crazy.
baby Jesus.
I love it.
I'm excited when Spot Blacks go in there. It's going to pop.
Yeah, it's going to be silly.
FYI, like, if anybody's interested, eventually the original art's going to be available for sale. So
It will be.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
FYI.
Ooh.
FYI.
And most likely I'll wind up donating all the
Who am I
funds
to
to the
talk?
dance team. So
Well, speaking of that, so let's do this. If anybody's interested, we'll start at 400 on that, huh? 400
yes,
on that?
that sounds pretty
That
accurate.
sounds fair.
'cause
400 sounds fair on that because it's
There's
gorgeous.
some amazing detail in there, so yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a printed cover. So on a number 1, and it's absolutely stunning, and I can't wait. So yeah, so we'll start 400 on that, and that'll go right to the girls' dance team, and we want to support them because they're incredibly cool. And
they
Gus
actually won
dances with
national
them.
champions last year. So
Well, the fact that Gus
cool.
dances with them makes me want to support you.
2023 United States National Championship.
Look at get him, Gus.
yep.
Yeah. So like I said, so always pay attention to the ethereal artists, guys. We're always putting stuff out there. So, and a lot of times the money goes into places that is absolutely incredible. We don't talk about that stuff all the time. Like you got Bladen Hunter's got a daughter going to college. You've got my daughter who sings. You've got April's daughter who dances. There's a lot of things these funds go towards. So just remember that also Ethereal pays for like 60 artists right now. So it all goes toward not only taking care of this business, but we handle a lot of folks. And we're real grateful to our art director, Mr. Hunter. We're real grateful to our project manager, April Reyna. So if you get the opportunity to swing by, talk to them about their art, like I said, next month. April and I are going to be in Hawaii in February. We're going to try to make sure Bladen goes too. So we're going to be in Hawaii. That should be a ton of fun. And everybody's going to have original art. Everybody's going to have stuff. I know Nate's going to be excited because we got the Agency action figures that are in development. So,
yes.
Yes.
You know me. I collect anything.
I do. Yes, sir. Absolutely. But we're working on prints right now. People have been asking about prints. I just haven't put the prints on the website because it's not one of those things that I had been asked about a lot before.
Well, we are a comic book company, so I mean the print it's related, but it's definitely not the main focus so far. So we'll get it
right. So we have been asked a lot recently. So I'll probably in November, December start adding prints to the website. You can get your pillows on the website right now. I think pretty sure I got pillows on there. And I know there's a bunch of stuff you can snag on there. You can get, hey, look, you know what you can get that's really cool? Shawnee's seen them. April's seen them. You can get custom skate decks from Bladen Hunter on the website right now. So those are pretty
good price too. I mean, $400. That's a
they're
good
gorgeous
price for that.
Dude, I saw him do one of them. Stupid cool. Like stupid cool. Do you have any of those left, Bladen?
Yeah, I have a couple here, and then I have once I get the commissions, like this and this, those will become,
Yes. So he like bleaches, it's not bleach, but it's like white out, right? It's something. So you like white out the bottom of the board, and we order the blank boards. So when you do the commissions, it's a completely blank board that you get, and generally we do them in black, so that he can. Jesus H.
Oh,
I've never seen that before. That's amazing.
Yep.
I mean the amount of detail that he gets into those is.
And it's Ricky.
Yeah,
my boy.
It's gorgeous stuff. I mean, yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, look at that. Like, yeah, it's all by hand, guys. I mean, so it's definitely work. And they're all originals, right? So you're not like no one's ever going to have the same board you got, So
it maybe reproduce it, but I don't really know how, and that's not how it works. So
right. So they're
the
awesome.
body and the pillows are on there. You have 2 for Agent C and then 1 for the Agent K. So
cool. I need to put some more pillows on there.
Do you have Ryoshi on there yet?
I don't think I put the Ryoshi pillow on there yet.
I haven't seen the Ryoshi, so not yet.
I think the original set is on there. I don't think I've put the new set on there yet. But the Ryoshi pillow is gorgeous. I know I have them somewhere. But I sold them all. They're all but the thing with the pillows, and I want everybody to understand when we order them, is it's like a 6-week window.
Yeah.
And that's just creation. That's not me getting them or anything. It's 6 weeks for them to make the pillow cases. You know, so same thing with the implants. It's the same company. So when I shoot the order out, if they take a week and a half just to be like, hey, we're going to do the order, then it's another 6 weeks, and then it's shipped to me after the 6 weeks. So it is a chunk of time. Now, they're gorgeous, and they're the softest pillows I've ever had, or pillowcases I've ever felt in my life. That's not a joke. I remember when we sent Thomas his. Thomas was the best pillow ever. Never leaves my bed. You know what I mean? You know, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. Especially if my wife was like, when you get, the stomach pains and stuff, it's nice to have something to like curl up with, Yeah, so she was like, man, that's a real cool idea. But she doesn't want implants in her pillow, but it's just super soft. They're ridiculously soft, and we sell them like wheat cakes. So if you want one, you got to let me know a little ways in advance. If you order it on the website, expect it to be a few months before I even have an idea. You know what I mean?
It makes total sense. I mean, because just the nature of what it is, it just takes time.
It is the only product that Ethereal puts out that doesn't come from within the country. It is the only product.
Okay. That makes even more sense. Yeah. If it's coming from out of the country, then
it literally the only product.
Goes, yeah.
And I honestly, I would not sell you the product if I had not had it in my hand before I started working with it. That's like printing. I refuse to print outside the country. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I have everybody and their mother comes and tells me how much money I could save by printing X, X, and X. I just won't do it.
But then you hear the other stories of people who save that money, but then they spend it, or it costs more for everything else because of the other things, or things get lost in transit, or it takes
I have time for that shit.
months to get here because of whatever. So
nobody's got time for that. You know what I mean? My goal is to be consistent. That has always been my goal. And we already put out a lot more books than most. So being able to get it in a timely fashion is so important. It's so important. And right now we're almost completely, by the end of November, we'll be completely caught up. The only books that we're waiting on Fallen Leaves to get done. And that's just because Gabriel is amazing and he takes a lot longer than he assumed he would take. I'll put it like that. And the pages are all beautiful.
That's a diplomatic explanation. I like that.
Right. And I'm not mad at him because they're fucking gorgeous. You know what I mean? Like every page he puts out's gorgeous. And he's immediately hopping into book 3 as soon as he's done with book 2. I think he's on like page 20 right now. Some shit. Yeah, he's got the additional pages. He's going to start working on those too. So, and one thing that's fun about those additional pages is there's a first appearance in those additional pages. So always have fun with those. You know what I'm really excited about? I'm really excited about the BGD trade paperback because of the fact that all the Stitches books, all the Stitches short stories will be in the back in their own section. Like it won't break it up like we do in the back of the books now. It'll literally be a full
you have the complete story for BDD and then what the so far complete story for Stitches. Nice.
Yeah. So that'll be a lot of fun. I know that Bladen just showed you guys a couple pieces of artwork that we're putting in the back of that issue, the most recent issue, which is issue 4. Yeah, gorgeous stuff. Yeah. So good. So good. Yeah, so like I said, make sure you guys check him out because he's gonna have all these cool fucking pages and shit at this show next month. So make sure you run by there and snag up some pages because the stuff he does is absolutely gorgeous. I know that I have a stack for Nate. Like I have an actual stack. I can't send Nate stuff out though because Nate ordered with campaigns and I can't send it out till the campaign goes out. So he's got his stuff is sitting in the stack. So, but
Which sucks for waiting.
He got the coolest piece though, Shawnee. He got the one piece that I think, like, I love original art and I love selling original art to people. And I tell you guys that all the time because it makes me happy. It really does makes me happy to give you guys original art. Because, and it's not about the money. It's about the fact that when I collected comic books, before I got into publishing comic books, I could not have bought original art for what we sell it for. I couldn't do it. And I think that's important for us to be able to sell you guys art and have for your collections. Again, that harkens back to the, man, it sucks that I can't get like a number 3 Spider-Man because that's one of the books I'm looking for right now without paying thousands upon thousands of dollars for a good copy. You know what I mean? And I'm a grade snob. So I have to be real careful about how much money I spend when I buy my own stuff, which I don't very often anymore. But when I do, I'm like, man, I'd like to grab this. Anyway, my point is I love being able to sell people product that they can appreciate and would want to have at a premium rate, you know? But the piece that Nate got is the only canon piece that has C in BGD.
Nice snag, Nate. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the only canon piece.
Very cool.
And I remember going, holy shit. And how did that happen? You know, but it was a lot of fun. I'm I think it's just so cool. You know, and we're moving in a direction where, again, we're able to do original art for folks from our first books and stuff. You know, like I know that Devin sells pages from not If It Hops, but Theater 7 like candy. You know what I mean? They go. Like we put that Mitch cover up the other day, like with a Penny. Yeah.
Oh,
Penny
yeah. That was gone.
Scarecrow. That like minutes. I wasn't even for sale. I was just like, hey guys, check this cover out. Dude was like, oh, I'll give you X for that. And I was like, oh yeah.
Jump on that one.
Hey Devin, I have a check coming your way. Not literally, I don't write checks. I haven't written a check in forever. But I don't know that I've written one since I was like 19. But no, I've signed them, but I've never written them, I don't think. Anyway, so but yeah, you know, there are certain covers and stuff that just go, and that one that April's working on now will fly. That will fly for $400. So, you know, if she's, you know, as soon as she scans that and stuff, I'm sure she'll put it up because I'm okay with that. Right now, it's important for the girls and stuff. So,
can I ask a favor? Can you blow up April?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I'm going to real quick, but I'm being very.
Gonna blow me up.
Holy cow!
That's wrong.
First bit, I got the Bladen's Ryoshi, which looks amazing.
Yeah, that Ryoshi's super good. But yeah, so when she gets the opportunity after she's got it all scanned and stuff, like I said, we're going to start at $400 on that. So, and then I'll go to the girls' dance team. So that's really cool. There's a lot of work on that, guys, and it is going to be published on a #1 issue. So,
well, I wanted to check because I thought because she does amazing when I think what she's doing here too. There's a little bit of making it the black background and making it nice. That always makes it really.
Well, that'll be a virgin variant. So. Yep.
So it just pops. I just love it when it's the dark in the back and then That means all her detail and everything else she does.
I wonder who she wants to color it.
Hey, Shawnee.
Hey, April.
Since you actually are able to see the colored version versus what gets printed, what do you think about me hand coloring this and then doing digital upgrades? I don't know.
I think that would be absolutely stunning. If you have the time to do that, that would be well worth it.
I think I might. I don't know. The more I think about it, like I can get it to a certain point, and then I can do the digital stuff to kind of like even out a few things and make it print ready. And
yep. And then if you would you potentially do scanning so the black and white and then and then do the colors, or is it going to be just an all colored?
I never know what I'm doing until I'm already like in the mix of it.
Fair enough.
But it would be very wise of me to scan it first.
It sure would.
Yeah. The group is going to second that. Do we agree?
Yeah. So I'm going to vote for scan it first.
Well, no, that's what Rachel but I know you definitely more experienced and more practice with that though, so I don't see that being as much of a problem, but there's always the potential for something to get away from you.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been on that bit of a coloring.
Hand, but I just scan it so you're comfortable, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, whoever gets this at 400, it could potentially be like hand colored.
That's not good.
Holy, especially if it's still
$400 and you're coloring it too. I don't know about all that. We might need to go a little more than 400 if we're coloring it too. Come on now.
Well, there's a certain leap of faith that happens when you go, "Oh yes, this shall be mine," and I don't ever aim to disappoint.
For sure. Well, who does?
But it's all about what's the right move for the artwork itself.
For sure.
And the more that I'm working with this, the more I think that'll add like a painterly quality to it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know. I think it'd be real interesting with the different textures and different just the way the fibers of the paper will react with like the colored pencils and stuff. I think it'll be really pretty. What do you mean no?
The dog.
Oh, the dog. Yes, the dog.
Not
Don't you dare.
I think if you're leaning towards hand painting, April, I would say go for that. I know there's always a risk inherent to it, but I think it would be truly stunning if you do.
Well, there's no risk if you scan it. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's no risk.
And then have some fun with it.
Yeah.
And I give you try, you don't disappoint. I give you a lot of leeway because sometimes half the time I don't know what the hell I want. And you always deliver.
Awesome.
So everything I've gotten from you is beautiful.
Thank you.
The color and the hand painting and the effort that you put into it shows. So
I don't think right now there are very many people in coloring right now that I have faith. Like I have faith in your ability to color. You know what I mean? There's a reason that I go to you about everything that we color in the brand. You know what I mean? I think that your comfort level, I think that you do the same thing that Bladen does, right? You guys are so talented, but you second guess yourself sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I think that all great talents do. All great talents do it. And I had not done it until very recently, and we've had conversations about that. I had not done it personally, but I have done it recently. And it was, it helps you to improve on who you are. It helps you to improve your skill levels because you always want to do better than you did before. I told you earlier, I think to this point, this would be your magnum opus, to be honest with you. I really, really do. Especially if you're going to color it by hand. I don't think there's anything else that I've seen from you that would be as awesome or to this magnitude as this piece you've done here.
I would second that. Yeah.
This is pretty fucking phenomenal, dude. And you've only been at it for like a day.
That is true. Yeah. Like literally hitting that 24-hour mark.
Yeah,
you're not asking me now because I think you've kind of already made up your mind, and now you're just looking for people to say, "Yep, we agree, go for it."
Yep. Do what you do.
Do what you do.
You know, it just happens though. Like it's so bizarre where you sit down and you're like, well, I don't really know how I'm going to draw this. I don't know how I'm going to color this. It just literally kind of exudes. I don't know. We'll find the grossest terminology possible to describe it, but you know, it happens all on its own.
For sure.
Just go right on the page. That's valid.
Yeah, dude, it's interesting, right? Like I'll sit down and start writing, and a lot of people think it's funny with me, but I don't do dialogue anymore until after I've seen the pages. I haven't for years now. It's been like a year and a half, almost 2 years since I started doing dialogue after the fact. And it's just I feel like the characters speak for themselves. And it's I don't want people to think that I don't give the artist direction when it comes to the dialogue or their facial expressions and stuff, because I do. I give you the exact vibe and the feelings that I want you to have, but the wording themselves comes later. And I think that it took me a long time to get in the habit of doing it, but now that I do it, I'm so much happier with it. I don't feel pressured for dialogue anymore. Like when I first started, I felt real pressured about dialogue. Now I'm like, okay, this makes sense. This character would say this, and I can see their face and I can see the emotion because that's what I asked for. I asked for a particular emotion. And now that we can actually see the emotion, I can give you a better idea of what the dialogue would be. I'm going to say
that's nice. I said that's part of your growth, and that's cool. So.
Yeah, for sure. When it comes to Ryoshi, who Bladen is working on right now, I'm so excited to see her in book 3. Like, I'm so excited to see the character. Because we've worked with her as a child in book 1 and book 2. Yeah. So cool. But now that we're actually getting to see the character as an adult and what she's doing, and like, we got to see her as an adult for a couple seconds in a young adult in book 1. We got to see her for a couple seconds, but she's a child in book 2. So you really, book 3, we're getting her in her stride, you know. So I'm really, really happy about it. And somebody asked about the spiritual elements in If It Hops, and I think that's a lot of fun, and you guys will get to see a little bit more of that going forward with the character specifically. Because I told Heather when we were putting the character together that she's like my Willow to my Buffy, you know. So you've got like Agent C, and then you've got Ryoshi. So I think they're a lot of fun together as a duo. You're also going to get, you guys are going to get to see C's brother. You're going to get to see more of K. Lots going on. You're going to get to see the antagonists doing their thing. Everybody that's got the book so far has really enjoyed, what we showed with the Jackal in issue 2.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had a guy asking me about Trun, if Trun lived through issue 2. You didn't see
the fact that you created that stress, like I gotta know, did he live? It's like, well, wait and see. So,
yeah, exactly. Curiouser and curiouser. I thought the using his badge and pinning her ear to the ground was pretty fun. But there's so much more going on in the story than what you realize at this very moment. And as we go forward, you'll see more and you'll know more, as the story unfolds, because you don't know much of anything right this second. And I think that's a lot of fun. People are like, oh yeah, well, we got the serial killer. Well, yeah, you got the serial killer. but what is their motivation? What is going on? Why are they killing people? Why are they targeting police? What is the issue here? So I'm going to get into a lot of that going forward, especially in the next issue. Next issue is going to throw a lot of things to light, especially the last couple pages.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, man, I like it. Page turn. Don't fuck with my page turn. I really like it. So if we don't do anything else but make you want to read the next issue, then we've done what we set out to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We've interested you enough. And look at those inks. Ugh.
I know. I'm just so fascinated.
I like that right there. That's not a good thing for me though.
Yeah, right?
And I like April.
And look, there's trouble there too.
Right? No pressure, but I'm being watched.
Don't bite it.
I love Teddy so much.
The floofinator in the house.
Dude,
right?
So
the former floofinator.
He doesn't even look real to me. Like he doesn't even look real. He looks like something that I had as a child. You know what I mean? It's like he's not even a thing. He's like a stuffed animal. Versus I have this thing
that attacks pillows.
Yes, and socks. He is like the worst smelling the sock, the better. Like he's all about that.
Oh yeah, that's a typical puppy. Yep.
Is it? I don't know. I'm all like, ew.
No. Most of the dogs I've ever had, it's like, especially the puppies, is they have a thing for socks, and if the worse they smell, the more they like them.
Well, he just
you just kind of just roll with it.
Yeah, I kind of sort of do, and then make the kids pick them up. At least I don't find them all over the place anymore. So
hey, at least yours doesn't eat them. I had mine eat a whole pair of them a couple of times. I'm like, where did it go? Oh yeah, you find that later.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. You can keep it.
Right. Well, there's. Oh, what's the matter? We're talking about you. The socks are almost as big as you are. You're just so little. Poor baby.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I might have to have that one.
I think you might need to have this one too, Nate. I think it's cool.
That's looking pretty good.
I can't afford it. So.
That's looking pretty good.
It really is. I know it's a drawing technique to turn it upside down and everything else, but it's kind of cool too because it gives a different perspective. It's interesting to look at it from this angle as well.
Well, honestly, I'm just trying to get. I hate streak marks. And so this allows me to do a second or third pass to get rid of any lines without
running the risk of.
Yeah. It's very moist here in Houston, and I don't want to warp the paper.
Fair enough.
It's totally moist. You know what?
She used the dirty word.
No, I'm kidding.
Moist is a very odd word. We don't say that word in my house.
Well, that's because you've got your bougie air conditioned seats with the windows down. Got that airflow.
My wife has a mind like yours. That's why we don't say moist in my house.
Well, we don't call it the rot, thank God.
Hey, I like
that was a great title. That was such a great title.
Really?
I loved it so much. The only reason we didn't go with it was because you didn't like it.
Well,
I loved the rot.
The rot crotch is all I could think about. It gross.
Didn't say the rot crotch.
Well, that good.
It reminded, literally, when I think of rot, I think of dead, decaying wood or zombies or dirt.
Nasty snatch?
No. Not until you said it did I not think of nasty snatch. Jesus. Somebody take the wheel.
Too late. We're already off the road.
Where is Gus at?
We done crashed that one.
Gosh.
What are you going to do? Make a steaming pile for the O? God.
No, that's disgusting.
Okay.
I like to think that we do prettier things than that.
Okay.
Bro.
I don't know. I think you should.
Nasty ass. It was a fun title until you made it all nasty sounding.
Yes, because the I made it nasty, right?
I didn't think about that until you went there with it. And then
well, I'm just saying, anybody who could have would have. And well, actually, it could be a title getter.
Nate, were you going to talk about nasty crotch when I said the rot?
No, actually, I was going to say you still need to get your variant cover of the rot, at least in one of these campaigns.
One of these is going to. That's right. You know what's going to be cool? It's going to say the rot at the bottom. And it's going to be like dirt and mold and nasty green shit and like something crawling up out of the dirt.
And we'll have Devin Massey do a special cover.
Oh my gosh.
That would be different.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I think
you went there.
So how's Cretaceous coming along?
I think we're on page 12. I think we're on page 12 colored right now, if I'm not mistaken. Sweet. Something like that. Ruvian's supposed to be coloring some more pages the next couple weeks. So I know that Brian is on like page 12, but he's taking a break from that to knock out the first 4 pages of the Halloween book.
Okay.
And then he's going to jump back on that after he gets those pages knocked out. But Cretaceous is beautiful. Like, it's beautiful. It looks to me like literally like something that Mignola would have knocked out. Mm-hmm. I can't not see it now that Bladen pointed it out one night. I see it. Like, I'm a huge Hellboy fan.
Now that's in your brain and you're all happy.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier with it. I think what'd you say?
The Inception was set.
Yeah.
Yes.
And dude, that looks so good. And with him, he showed Bladen and I his ideas for like the first page of the Halloween book and issue 2 of the Halloween book, and it looks awesome. The concept is awesome. He took the idea that I had and kind of, instead of doing multiple panels with it, he did one, like a splash page with it and integrated all the ideas I had for panels into the splash page. So it's interesting.
Oh, cool. That'll be different. That's neat. I'm excited to see it.
Well, everybody Ethereal does things differently. But
that's part of the cool thing though about it. It's like
absolutely. But having an art director and having a color director and stuff like that, it makes it so that it still comes across as what we want it to look like. You know what I mean? It still comes across as what it's intended to be. Definitely not intended to be like crotch rot or anything.
Well, for the Halloween books, I'm excited too because, like you said, when having a different essentially person do the art for each book, so they get to do their take on all the characters, and we get to see that. But at the same time, having the same artist do each book means that it's consistent. So that'll be fun to see that from book to book to book.
It'll be the same colorist on each issue of all 3. So you have a different line artist, same colorist going through each issue. It's very unique, I think, and very different.
I was just going to say,
but it literally starts with like issue 2 starts where issue 1 ends. Issue 3 starts where issue 2 ends. And
it'll be even better when you get them all done and everybody has them. And then, like for me, for stuff like that, I like to take my books physically and I'll say 1, 2, and 3 and put them together, and then I can really kind of read right from it's really fun then to see that transition and to be able to do that. That's fun.
Sometime it'll probably be next year, but when we do the next special, we'll probably make a compendium for the first 3. It'll probably come out next year.
Okay.
Because the more that I look at the design that we did for the side of the listener trade paperback, the more excited I am. Because all the Ethereal trade paperbacks will look not identical, but they'll be
uniformed.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Thank you, April.
Well, she caught it because she knew that my brain was stuck for a second. And that happens, and I'm very grateful because my brain sticks. So with all of them looking uniform, it'll just look really nice on a shelf. And the fact that we do 4 issues per, it's larger than most Marvel regular trade paperbacks at 72 pages. So you're talking 100 and something pages for an ethereal trade paperback at $29.99. So, and I like to read trades a lot, because I sit in the car and stuff waiting for the kids to come out and all that jazz. So again, when you get a trade paperback from us, you can expect the quality to be there just like it is in our regular books. I've read my copy of The Listener trade paperback probably 130, 140 times and critiqued it every single time. But it still looks great and still sits on the shelf. So I think that putting them next to each other, like I like my Marvel compendiums, right? Or I tell you what I like even more. I like the IDW TMNT compendiums. I think we're on number 15 right now is coming out or just came out. And they're huge. They're fucking the thickest compendiums I've ever seen. And except for the Absolute Carnage one that Marvel put out like 3 years ago, which was ungodly huge.
I was gonna say the Sandman ones are gargantuan.
Yeah, they're big too. But these turtle ones are really, really large, and it's like 20 issues per that are in for them. And so I love the way they look. They all look uniform, but they're a different color. Each book is a different color. And I always thought that was so pretty sitting on the shelves. And so I was like, man, look, let's do them all uniform, but they'll have the different titles and they'll have the different, the different logo for each book, or whatever on the side, and it'll look really pretty. I remember being so fascinated by it when April helped us do the first one and Sean put it all together and it just came out stunning, So, I look forward to those coming out. Your next one.
And thank you for thank you for having the foresight to kind of plan that out now, because there's nothing worse than somebody who does like 1 or 2 and then they go, oh, we should make them uniform, and then it's like, or you have that 1, 2, and then that oddball weird, and it's like that's just jarring. It's like why?
Yeah, no. Bless you, Gus.
Thank you.
No, but it's just little things, right? Like when it comes to the brand, the little things are what stick out. The little things that you do, like when I look at a brand, I'm not a fan of a brand that doesn't take time to talk to folks. I'm not a fan of this or that and da. So what I do is I look at the shit that I don't like and try to rectify that and make sure that I don't repeat the things I don't like in my own brand, And I think that looks like a goddamn mosaic is what I think.
That's fucking awesome.
Like, what the fuck, Batman?
It's like Baroness that just came out and taking all charge of that poor girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
How long do you guys think you'll be streaming? I gotta go get Mouse from her play date.
Well, I'm about knocked out. My meds are kicking in, so
already. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and sign off and say good night to everybody. If there's any interest in this piece, by all means,
he wanted it.
I think
there was
Nate
this sounded like some waffling, so I don't want to put you under the gun or nothing.
Yeah, nobody's putting you on the spot, Nate.
Right.
I like it though. That's one of those things. I got to think about it.
Fair enough.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's not too bad, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah. He just flew in, so he hasn't really had a chance to say hi to me or anything today.
We love him. He's my hero.
I know, right?
Fuck.
Don't breathe on it.
Don't breathe on it. Man.
Spit on it.
No, don't spit on it.
No.
Well,
No. I'm gonna spit on it in a good way.
Oh,
Get out of here. All right. Love you lots. Let me know.
Bye. Night, April.
To Kickstarter, I know it winds up being more expensive because they take a cut out of it. So.
Yeah, it always goes up when it goes on Kickstarter.
So. Anyway, good night, and thank you so much for letting me work on this with you guys.
Good.
Oh, our pleasure.
Bye.
Bladen got going on. Bladen's doing more stuff. This guy is a fast dude.
Whatever.
When it comes to pieces.
I know.
Monster man over here.
I don't know. Yeah, once I get done on the stream here, I'll actually get to work. So. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Bladen is working on If It Hops, and I am feeling medicated to the hilt. So,
if anybody wants these, hit me up. But yeah.
What are you doing for those? 100 a piece?
That's too much. Maybe like
75?
Yeah, I was gonna say 80. Yeah, around there.
All right. Well, let's call it 80 shipped on each of those. Well, shoot me pictures and I'll put them on the group, or you can put them on the group.
No, I'm gonna let you do it. You told me I can do that for like 5 weeks now, and I just haven't done it. So
I know. I wasn't trying to.
So shoot Justin pictures, and then he'll take care.
Yeah, shoot me pictures, and we'll put them up on the. Make sure you shoot me the sizes and stuff, so I'll put them on the.
Oh, they're just printer paper.
Huh?
11.
I'm not going to remember 8.5 by 11. So make sure you write that shit down, and I will endeavor to.
All right, I'll do your job for you. Okay.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Somebody's got to. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. It was so much fun. And we will get with you guys next week, I'm sure. And look forward to more awesome news and fun stuff coming from us. And we'll holler at you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.